Hi, this is Jyoti from Internet 2.0 conference. I'm here with Sai Matam. Could you please introduce yourself and your organization?
Thank you, Jyoti, for the kind introduction. My name is Sai Matam. I am a technologist at heart, and I started way back when. And I initially started my career in Unix and C programming, and we developed a backup product on Unix system, and it was very unique at that time. But nowadays, what we take for granted, internet, it was pre-internet to say, and we developed a network-based backup system. It was very, very unique. And later on, I kept my networking thread intact, and I started developing networking products on Apple Macintosh. And once again, it was a very unique product, and we actually developed internet servers like a mail, web, and FTP, and all these are like fundamental protocols that we developed, and which we now again take for granted. But at the time, they were like brand new, and later I moved on to embedded systems. But since 1998, ever since the web revolution took on, I'm in the web space, and I started developing web applications. And later, I specialized in high frequency web applications, wherein the number of visitors, are in the millions. So previously, when there were client server programs, a program would be used at the most by 10 or 20 people in the company. But when internet came, there's internet scale, the term started, being used, and now the program has to satisfy millions of users. And I specialize in performance tuning. Then I did low latency, very quick response kind of you know, web applications, and web workflow applications. And, that's my specialty.
Oh,
That in short, I would say.
yeah, that's really good to hear all of it. That's really nice. So could you let us know what led you to winning this award?
Um, yes, like I said, I'm a technologist at heart, and technology is near and dear to me. And every day I wake up, not for sports scores or news or anything, but first thing I grab up is to look to see what are the new developments happening in this industry. And not a day passes by without some new technology or something else, coming up, some new methodology coming up. And I'm always very keen to catch up on them, and I'm excited about the happenings. Sometimes, I'm not so happy also, but at the same time, because, as you know, the progress is very, very incremental.
Okay.
Every day you see that, come to know of a new language which sounds just like the other language with a small improvement, a small increment. It's like that. And so I would say my natural curiosity is one. And the second part is I like to mentor people. So I am very passionate about learning, at the same time teaching others what I know, and having a good discussion on what's next. So I'm always doing that. And in the process, I ended up writing a book on performance tool, which is called a JMeter, Apache JMeter, and I ended up writing a book,
Wow.
and it was published by Springer Press. I mean Springer Verlag. I
Okay.
mean they actually A Press is a subdivision of Springer Verlag, and they published it, and it is available on Amazon. I mean for everyone to purchase.
Yeah.
I've done this as a collaborative effort with a co-author of mine,
Okay.
and his name is Jagjeev Jain,
Okay.
and we both collaborated on this, and we worked on it. And I was working in the U.S. and he was in India, and we used to hook up on the internet, and literally we did this product. And besides this, I'm an avid blogger on the LinkedIn,
Okay.
and I frequently share my findings or my opinions on technology topics. And this and I'm a frequent speaker at local Java and other user groups and
Wow. And you are
conferences.
in everything. I think you not left anything right now. You just
Yeah, kind of. One last thing, if I may add, recently I've been awarded a patent
oh,
for video communication,
wow.
an invention in video communication. So that I would say would top it all. So probably all
Congratulations
this.
on that as well.
Thank you very much. So all this probably, I'm guessing that led to the award, and I'm very thankful for Internet 2.0 conference and the organizers for the award. It is very humbling, at the same time very satisfying to see that the efforts have been recognized, and I'm very happy for that.
That's great. That's great, Sai. So, how do you think this industry is transforming lives at global scale?
Definitely, you use the right word, global scale. There is no aspect of our life which is not touched by computers in one way or the other. So, there are computers in every field. I would say software in every field, whether we know it or not. Sometimes we may not even realize. But for example, this particular meeting would not be possible without the software.
Agree.
So every day, what we take for granted, you know, has taken a long time, in happening, and it's continuously, progressing. So, for example, in 2003, uh, Professor Nicholas Carr from Harvard University wrote a paper saying, "Does IT matter?" Basically, he termed it as "Does it matter?" But basically, does IT matter? So his theory was information technology is just a commodity, but it doesn't really matter. You focus on your business and other things. But he was totally wrong on that, because every company, information technology has become their core product, core offering in one way or the other. So now, even a simple thing like Walmart, which is like a grocery store, doesn't just compete on groceries, it
Yeah.
competes on technology.
Agree.
So, how it can optimize their warehouses, how it can optimize the logistics, how it can, reach to the people using internet. So, it's no longer just a grocery company, it's now a technology company. Now, something very traditional like farming. Now, farming is no longer going to be a simple farming, but there is going to be Internet of Things devices in the farm, observing the plant growth, light, and the moisture, and giving all this information to a central place where it is analyzed and optimized. And there are going to be robots which are going to be doing the spraying chemicals, pesticides, harvesting. These are few things. And for example, if you go to a hospital, it's no longer the doctor, but there are X-ray machines. Then there are CT scanners
Yes.
and all these scanners which require uh, a lot of software to analyze them, right? And without them, and there are your car used to be a simple mechanical device with a internal combustion engine, but now it's no longer that. It's got a little mini computer inside it, an embedded system which is going to optimize the fuel. And of course, if you take the modern Tesla or anything, it's totally full of embedded systems controlling it. It's got auto navigation, you name it. And so what I mean is the computers and the software have totally transformed our lives. And now here we are with the internet and all these technologies. For example, can you imagine a life without Google, without Facebook, without Twitter, and without Yahoo? So every day without Facebook, and Instagram, you WhatsApp, all these apps.
Yeah.
Definitely, you end up using one or the other every day, and
Yes,
not a
and a
day
simple
passes.
example is mobile phone. We cannot live without it as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're very right on that.
Yes, and one day without internet won't be possible for us.
That's right. Now, yeah, definitely. Without the net, it feels like a day without coffee. You're so addicted to
Without
it.
food and water.
Definitely, I would say it's right after food and water. So you're totally lost without the internet, even for a few hours.
Yes,
Without the net. Let's say you're traveling out, and then there is no network connection, and you'd feel totally lost.
yes,
You know, um, and definitely information technology software is having a very very transformative effect on humanity. And the latest, of course, is the generative transformers that are Chat GPT,
mm,
right? It's all the talk of the town. So where the artificial intelligence is not only analyzing, but it's able to respond to human in a human-like, responses and all that. And so I would say the continuously the evolution will take place, and more and more innovation is in store. So a lot of people have expressed, every decade, um, the technology has improved. See, for example, initially people had to do math using multiplication tables, but then calculators have come. People denounced them. They said calculators are ruining all the students. Now they cannot do the math. But after a while, we started accepting calculators. When people realized that it's not the calculators that make a mathematician, but it's the fundamental concepts of mathematics. First, you should understand why you need to multiply two numbers. Actual act of multiplication itself, calculator can do. You've, you know, gone beyond it. Next came machine language. So people who code in machine language were great, and they did not like when people invented assembly language because their expertise was no longer useful. And then came higher level languages like C. And now all the assembler people said C language people do not know it because, our technology is obsolete now. So as we go on and on, now we, in our era, we took pride in writing computer programs, code. But now with innovations like Chat GPT, which is generative, it can translate a English sentence into a computer program. Now, all the programmers are probably not very happy about that because now no longer are programmers needed, but this machine is able to do that for them. So at every stage, as we progress, we are going more and more towards what we want is becoming more important than how to do it. How to do it is being automated, it's being done. So more and more, it's about your ideas and your innovation, and we'll continue to make the progress. And software and computers will be very, very critical.
That's great. Yeah, I agree with your point. Right now, the technology is getting more better and better. So without technology, our life would not be possible, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So Sai, how has the conference been for you so far?
Oh, I actually enjoyed the conference very much. I thought the topics were very relevant, and the discussion that ensued was also wonderful. Um, and the networking after the event also was very good.
That's great.
Overall, very well organized and very well conducted conference. And the location was fantastic. Cannot beat Las Vegas. So
So much.
great
Thank you so
overall.
much, Sai. So could you tell us where we can find your company's information to reach out to you?
Certainly, my company. What we do is we take on consulting projects like software development projects and implement them. We also offer some consultancy or advisory services or technology oversight services in the software architecture area, especially in microservices and in the cloud. Um, Going to cloud or cloud adoption has been a big practice area for us. And we also specialize in low latency and high traffic web applications as well. And you can find my company's information on our website. It is called enablor.com, enablor.com. That OR is purposefully misspelled. Obviously, I could not get the domain name, so I have it this way. It is enablor.com. So that's where you can find the information.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much, Sai. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you, Jyoti. I really enjoyed talking with you. Bye bye.